app.
Now to an Eyewitness News exclusive tonight. It's obviously been a tragic few weeks all across the country, and now Governor Malloy is speaking exclusively to Channel 3. He's opening up about everything from the Orlando massacre to alleged police misconduct in 2 states and the devastation in Dallas.
Channel 3's Aaron Connolly went on a drive with the and state police to talk about the current climate and how it impacts Connecticut. She joins us now live with more on their conversation. Aaron.
Well, Mark and Kara, it was the governor, candid, sincere, and straightforward as we took a ride around the city of Hartford for about 30 minutes or so. He looked back on recent events and also looked to see how we can move forward.
This has been a tough week.
As we drove in Hartford today, Governor Malloy and State Police Trooper Tyler Reardon reflected on the ambush that killed 5 Dallas police officers and discussed the deaths of Alton Sperling and Philando Castile, 2 black men killed last week by police. The governor says what sets Connecticut apart from states which have seen possible misconduct is our police force's relationship with the community and lengthy training.
There are places in America where people are certified to be police officers with as little as 45, 50 hours of training.
Right.
And I think that that's one of the very big differences between a state like Connecticut, where we have very, very high standards, not only for our troopers, but our local police departments.
And if we train constantly on use of force and we know the case law that dictates what we can do, when a situation happens quickly, you're going to be able to react not only quicker, but more accurately.
The governor says such comprehensive training is another reason why crime in Connecticut is at a 48-year low, but he says there is still work to do.
Here in Hartford and in Connecticut, we are seeing a drop in crime, but in our major urban areas, we continue to see a disproportionate concentration of crime.
In the years following the Sandy Hook shooting, Connecticut passed some of the toughest gun laws in the nation, including a ban on the sale of assault weapons. Now, in the wake of the recent shootings in Orlando and Dallas, the governor hopes other states follow suit.
They really are military weapons. They weren't even sold in the United States legally until 2004. And since 2004 are responsible for the largest number of deaths in the mass casualty shootings that we've had.
Now, coming up at 6 o'clock, much more from my exclusive interview with the governor and state police. We'll be discussing how the state is targeting terrorism and what some police officers are adding to their uniform to protect themselves. Aaron Connolly, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Aaron, thank you very much tonight. Meanwhile,
now to an Eyewitness News exclusive. It's a candid conversation with Governor Dannel Malloy that you'll see only on Eyewitness News. From the shootings in Dallas and Orlando to the airport attack in Istanbul, Connecticut's top leader is reflecting on everything from terrorism to gun control.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Aaron Connolly is joining us live now with more in her exclusive interview. Aaron, good evening.
Good evening, Mark and Kara. The governor was open and honest during our half-hour talk today. During the drive, he discussed his shock at the tragic events over the last week and what we can learn from these heartbreaking incidents of violence. Taking a ride through the streets of the capital city today, Governor Dannel Malloy spoke about his weekend visit to Orlando following the mass shooting at Pulse nightclub, which killed 49 people.
It was moving. I mean, it certainly brought back memories to our own mass shooting at Sandy Hook School.
Connecticut has some of the toughest gun laws in the country, and Malloy says he's hoping there's a change in attitude nationwide.
I think there are too many guns in America, and I think people need to re-examine some of their concepts about open carry and that sort of thing.
The shooter in Orlando pledged support to ISIS, the same terror organization believed to be behind the bombings of Istanbul's main airport. With the terror group showing no sign of stopping, Governor Malloy says law enforcement has stepped up its efforts in Connecticut, especially at train stations and airports.
We're also taking a look at making sure that there are appropriate levels of security at other large public albeit private events, you know, these concerts and the like.
And with mass shootings on the rise, police here in Connecticut are also looking for ways to better protect
A lot of the troopers and local officers have gone and actually started buying their own rifle inserts that will go inside your vest that will stop larger rounds, just due to the fact that a lot of the criminals now have, more high-powered weapons.
And Trooper Weirden says the possible police misconduct in the deaths of 2 black men last week have many people scrutinizing the work they do every day.
It's a difficult time, but we signed up for a difficult job. We're a family. We're strong. We'll get through it, and with the support of the citizens.
Now, if you'd like to see more of my exclusive interview with the governor and state police, just head on over to our website, WFSB.com. Erin Connolly, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Erin. And happening right now in West Hartford, dozens of Black Lives Matter protests